things about anytime you're doing GPP stuff and you're using items like prowlers or sleds, they can be used for multiple things. If you don't have a single sled, which is gonna allow you to do more pull work, then a great thing you can do is make sure you have some straps where you can attach them to the prowler, and now the prowler becomes a sled. So now you can focus more on the front of the hip work, more of your engagement coming from the posterior. The great thing about using the prowler is it allows you to get great work on the quads. It really burns up the quads, burns up the calves whenever you're doing the prowler. But whenever you're doing sled work, you're really looking to work the opposing muscles. So now we're looking to hit the other side. So now we're a little bit more heels, we're a little bit more glutes, we're a little bit more hamstrings. So what we're gonna do is focus on the hips, pointing forward, and Ellen's just gonna walk backwards, pulling the weight that she has on the sled. Nice and easy. And of course, you can add various types of weight to this. You can have Ellen doing other things like holding a medicine ball, holding some kettlebells, holding something over her head. Being able to work up the heart rate on the sled is key and beneficial for getting good work with your GPP. So these things are great because they're gonna up the heart rate instantly, but you also can add various things to them to make them a little bit more difficult. There's things called war wagons that you might have seen people do, where they'll take a sled and then they'll strap weight on them, then they'll do a farmer carry while they're pulling the sled. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's all great for the body. And if you do have any goals of still keeping up performance-driven measures like your runs outside, or you're competing in anything like Spartan War Dash or Warrior Dash or anything like that, these things like this really help you with those obstacle courses and stuff like that, because what it's doing is just correcting a lot of the inefficiencies that we get from sitting our ass in traffic every single day, or sitting down at the desk every single day while we're working, or sitting on our phones and stuff like that. So the great thing about GPP and why it's important is because it is correcting a lot of the stuff that we have allowed to happen to our bodies within the last 10 to 15 years. So it's always a good idea to try to correct that stuff with some good old GPP.